Tesla has officially committed $250 million to Giga Berlin, expanding 4,680 battery production capacity from 8 gigawatt-hours to 18 gigawatt-hours annually, enough battery output to support around 250,000 vehicles. This marks the first time an automaker has produced its own batteries directly at a vehicle assembly plant on European soil. But what exactly makes this investment such a major turning point? The next generation 4,680 battery relies on dry battery electrode, or DBE, technology, allowing Tesla to dramatically reduce manufacturing costs while decreasing its reliance on CATL and LG. With this move, Tesla's total investment in Berlin has climbed to $1.45 billion, along with the creation of 1,500 additional jobs. Could this be the strategy Tesla needs to finally escape dependence on Asian battery suppliers? Let's take a closer look. At the beginning of 2026, if you arrived at Giga Berlin on a Monday morning, the first thing you would notice wouldn't be the noise of machines. It would be silent. The massive factory, spread across more than 300 hectares and built to become Europe's EV powerhouse, was operating at only 40% capacity. More than 1,700 employees had recently been handed layoff notices. Meanwhile, Tesla's sales in Germany, the same country hosting the factory, had plunged 48% within a single year. From the outside, Giga Berlin appeared to be losing momentum. Then, on May 12, 2026, plant director Andre Thierig posted a short announcement on X. Tesla had decided to inject another $250 million into Giga Berlin, not to save the factory, and not due to pressure from German authorities, but to increase 4,680 battery production capacity from 8 gigawatt-hours to 18 gigawatt-hours annually. Alongside the expansion came plans for more than 1,500 new jobs. In just a few months, Tesla had gone from laying off 1,700 workers to hiring 1,500 more. So what changed? And more importantly, why is Tesla making such an aggressive bet on the 4,680 battery at the same time? The battery is facing heavy criticism from European consumers. Chapter 3. Tesla 4,680 battery promise that shook EV market. Back in September 2020, Elon Musk stepped onto the stage during Battery Day and introduced what he described as the future of electric vehicles. The 4,680 battery. The naming was straightforward, 46 millimeters wide and 80 millimeters tall. But internally, the battery represented a completely different engineering philosophy. Traditional electrode tabs had been eliminated. Instead, Tesla introduced a tabless design that allowed electrical current to travel shorter distances, improve heat dissipation, and theoretically deliver much faster charging performance. Musk presented figures that stunned the auto industry. 5 times the energy, 6 times the power, 16% more driving range, 50% lower production costs. Most importantly, Tesla claimed this battery would become the foundation for a future $25,000 electric car, bringing EV ownership within reach for ordinary consumers. The market reacted immediately. Tesla stocks surged, and analysts described the announcement as a historic turning point. Tesla established ambitious production goals: 100 gigawatt-hours by 2023 and 3,000 gigawatt-hours by 2030. Enough capacity to power tens of millions of vehicles every year. Now it's 2026, and the reality has turned out very differently. In 2023, Tesla first deployed the 4,680 battery in a production vehicle, the Model Y Standard Range AWD built at Giga, Texas. EV enthusiasts were excited because this was the first large-scale real-world test of the new technology in customer vehicles. But once real-world performance data started appearing, the concerns began. Chapter 4. Tesla 4,680 battery problem nobody expected. Charging from 10% to 80% regularly took more than 40 minutes. Meanwhile, the Model Y long range, equipped with 2,170 cells, only required around 27 to 30 minutes, making the supposedly next-generation battery nearly 50% slower. Real-world energy density also came in lower than the Panasonic 2,170 cells Tesla had already been using for years. During high-speed charging, battery temperatures increased rapidly, forcing the system to reduce charging power much earlier than expected. Less than a year later, Tesla quietly discontinued the model in September 2023. There was no major announcement, no explanation, and no publicity. The vehicle simply disappeared from the lineup as if it had never existed. Still, Tesla continued pushing forward. Next came the Cybertruck. Tesla positioned the Cybertruck as the flagship vehicle for the 4680 battery program. The cells were even given a special branding name, CyberCell. They were designed to integrate directly into the structure of the truck itself. Tesla aimed to produce 250,000 Cybertrucks annually, enough volume to finally achieve the manufacturing scale needed for 4,680 cost reductions to work as planned. But reality turned out very differently. Annual sales only reached roughly 20,000 to 25,000 units, less than 10% of the factory's intended capacity. For several reasons beyond this video's focus, the Cybertruck became widely viewed as a commercial disappointment, and one number connected to the 4,680 program highlighted the situation perfectly. Korean cathode supplier L&F revealed that its Tesla 4,680 supply agreement, once valued at $2.9 billion, had eventually been reduced to only $7,386. Not millions, not billions, just $7,386. As absurd as that sounds, it illustrates the enormous gap between Tesla's original ambitions and the actual reality of the 4,680 battery program. Then, in early 2026, Tesla made a decision that triggered major backlash across Europe's EV community. Chapter 5. Tesla 4,680 battery Europe backlash explodes. Tesla started installing 4,680 battery packs into the European Model Y long-range RWD, replacing the previous LG Energy Solution 2,170 packs. The new configuration was labeled the 8L pack. Although the vehicle's price stayed exactly the same, the specifications changed significantly. WLTP driving range dropped from 661 kilometers to 609 kilometers, a reduction of 52 kilometers. Usable real-world battery capacity fell from 77 kilowatt-hours to 74 kilowatt-hours. Charging performance also worsened. The new pack required more than 35 minutes to charge from 10% to 80%, while the earlier version completed the same process in roughly 30 minutes. Out-of-spec roaming, one of the most respected independent EV battery testing channels, found that charging power on the 8L pack already began tapering at 155 kilowatts, once the battery reached just 31% state of charge. That is considered extremely early, and charging speeds declined sharply afterward. The channel ultimately ranked the 8L pack as the weakest battery option currently available in the European Model Y lineup. And this point deserves repeating clearly. LFP batteries, the cheapest battery chemistry commonly used in entry-level EVs, managed to deliver 29 kilowatt-hours during a 5-minute charging session. Tesla's premium 4680 based 8L battery, which had been marketed as the future of EV technology, delivered only 27 kilowatt-hours during the same time window. In other words, the cheapest battery chemistry available was charging faster than Tesla's premium next-generation cells.